Okay then, let's start from the beginning on this one and let's go through.
Bethany and Ben from Newcastle do homework with their mum Alison, extra homework because they have dyslexia.
They have ideas, they have the information in their head, they just can't get the ideas and the thoughts down onto the paper.
So they're being given strategies to cope with a condition that affects 1 in 10 people. Dyslexic children think in images. Take the sentence, "I went to town on a horse." Obvious to us, but not to them.
A dyslexic child, if you said that to them, they may understand the I being them. However, the went, there's no image for went at all. So the went would confuse them straight away. Town, they may understand that the town is a place that you shop. So they may or may not have an image in their head for that. On, again, they may not have an image for on. And then horse, they would definitely have an image for horse. So that sentence to a dyslexic child it could have a multitude of meanings.
So what does a dyslexic see? This is one example. The words appear wavy and blurred, but they can appear to jump or move around on the page like a bubbling soup. It can be different for each person.
Third person, because we would write about it.
Often these pupils are very bright and hide their dyslexia from teachers. Here at Kingston Park Primary School in Newcastle, those with problems are assessed and different methods are used to teach them. 9-year-old Lewis uses a computer. 10-year-old Jamie writes using a voice-activated computer, and when he reads, coloured overlays help.
But that was all right. Look, the pictures below show...
9-year-old Evan dictates what he wants written to an assistant.
So what do you want me to write?
And 7-year-old Aaron is learning words through their sounds.
Very
Brilliant.
Often the children with dyslexia are quite high functioning, and that's why it's so important to track progress really closely and identify those children who just aren't achieving in perhaps literacy what they're achieving in other subjects.
Dr. Liz Ferguson is a retired GP who's formed a charity to help dyslexics and their families. When practising, she spotted a depressed student might have the condition. He was diagnosed and went on to get first-class honours. She believes all primary school children who aren't achieving their potential should be tested.
A lot of dyslexics are very talented. A lot of them are capable of doing great things. But if they can't achieve at school because they're frustrated, because they can't learn, then they feel a failure. Because the worry to me is that children who don't achieve and they leave school with poor qualifications, then they tend to drift into bad company. And we know from experience that a lot of people in prison, up to about 50%, have dyslexia.
A recent government report agrees. It concluded that missing dyslexia can sometimes lead to a long-term cycle of antisocial behaviour, exclusion and even criminality. Addressing dyslexia might help children and the wider society.